Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Mecca Mike back with another video. And Cowboys fans, man, it is what it is. And again, don't worry for all the sweat. Just got back from the gym, so that's why I'm glistening right now. So it's not anything too crazy. Just when you work out, and just wanted to just basically do a quick recap on the Cowboys preseason game versus the Ravens, and then just a little bit of a preview for Cowboys versus the Falcons. So, man, it was an interesting preseason game. Unfortunately, Cowboys lost 31-13. Offense struggled, had some highs, some lows, but for the most part, I'm not as surprised because yes, defense got gassed out again once they took out the starters. Started things started really falling apart there, and what I wanted to really focus on about that Ravens game is particular players or groups that I saw trending up and some trending down. So for the trending up, I wanted to go over and give a lot of praise to the Cowboys linebackers. Man, those guys were playing ball. And Jack Sanborn, he's the truth. He is the truth. He's a pure as can be middle linebacker, green dot, knows Flus's offense, had everyone in the right position, and he was making plays. Realistically, I don't remember in the past couple years have we really, as a team, had that guy outside Sean Lee, who was that real middle linebacker, that guy we can rely on. I know people are going to say Kendricks, and for me, even though Kendricks played well last year, I believe Sanborn's a little bit more athletic, a little bit faster, and I really like his game. I felt Kendricks was at the point that we had Kendricks was a little bit more slow footed. But again, it comes with age. You're not going to be as bursty as you used to be. Obviously, he wasn't in his prime. And even up to this point, no, I don't think any teams has picked him up yet. But even with all that, Jack Sanborn filling the gap. One of the things I really like that he played zone coverage very well. Wasn't easily tricked by what the O line or the offenses were doing. Had people in the right spots doing their job. Um, Big shout out to Damone Clark. Really, Eberflus has simplified things from a defensive perspective for Damone Clark. So all he has to do is see ball, hit ball. Not putting too much on him to have to understand what's going on. It's like, oh, you see the ball go that way, chase after, hit the guy. That's it. And basically, all he has to do is just watch Sanborn, whatever he's doing, mirror that, get in the right place. So Damone Clark played very well. It was really good to watch that. Shamar James too. A lot of people say, "Oh, he can't cover, can't do it." He played very well. For me, when I was watching Shamar James film in Florida, to me, and this is no disrespect, I looked at him as like a poor man's Overshown. And if we can get him up to speed to being that level, oh my goodness, these linebackers are going to be spooky to deal with. And another guy I have to give some props to was Jay Toia. Had a rough game against the Rams. Played very well versus the Ravens. And Ravens are not nothing to sneeze at. They had some big boys on the O line. They was coming after you. And again, he has that twitchiness and burstiness that Mozzie just doesn't have. So it's just like, could he possibly down the road take his spot? Because people are going to say, oh, well, Mozzie's going to start. That's fine. I care about who's getting the reps, who's out there on the field. And I think if Jay Toia keeps progressing, he is going to take Mozzie's spot clear as day. You don't have to like it. I see a lot of Cowboys content creators caping for Mozzie. Oh, well, he's in the system. It doesn't benefit him. Even when at this point, it doesn't matter. You got to show something. And he just has not shown enough at the level of being a first round pick to be worth any more of investment because they've had the room wide open for him. Basically, no competition. It's you or bust. And I'm sorry, Jay Tuia showed some flashes. A King Basote is a twitchier D tackle. They're gonna, if those guys keep improving, just don't be surprised. And talking about Mozzie, just one of the things that saw guys turning down is Mozzie Smith. You're not really seeing any progression at because people at one time, I get it, take on double teams. You have to be disruptive. I'm not looking for you to be a pass rusher, but you need to be able to use your hands, blow up those blocks, keep the linebackers clean, make it difficult for the O line to move you. If you can't do that, why even be there? So it was just one of the guys. I was just like, I get it. You can cape for him all you want. I just think at this point, it's just really it's not going anywhere at this point. Another guy I saw trending down was Miles Sanders. I heard so much talk about Miles Sanders in the practices. Oh, he looks the best out of the running backs. Looks the bird. I'm like, I got to see this guy play because the way y'all talking about him, oh my god, he better be great. Looked average. He didn't trust his cuts. Just wasn't wasn't all that special to me. So I get you want a veteran guy, but you might as well get one of these guys that gets cut and bring him on the team. I didn't see anything that was just like, oh man, Miles Sanders, we got to have him on this team. But again, it just is what it is. These are the guys that are being hyped up, but I don't want a practice warrior. I want game time, you balling out. And unfortunately, these guys just didn't really show anything that showed me that you deserve to be a starter. And I get it's preseason, but if you're not showing a little bit of flashes in preseason, what are you going to do come game time? All of a sudden, you're going to be great? Stop that. Another guy's trending down, Joe Milton. Like, what? Had two good passes. One to Mingo, where he got hurt on that play. Was be out for a couple weeks. Another uh, good throw to Brooks, but as all, like that one blitz, he got annihilated on for that safety. Slide protection, they did their job, and it just came flying through. And he had an open guy that he was literally looking at, just didn't throw it. Thought he had more time than was expecting. That's what I'm saying. Just a situational awareness of it's like you're in the end zone. They're coming after you, but it's just you're out there thinking you have more time than you really do, and just stuff like that is how quarterbacks get hurt. So, like I said, just how Joe Milton's been playing. Get Wilger reps. Get him ready to be quarterback too. Because as of right now, Joe Milton has a long way to go, and we'll just see. That's why it's Dak or bust. Because man, our quarterback play outside Dak just does not look good. It just is what it is. But those were some of the things that I noticed when watching um, that preseason Ravens game. Those are the guys that are trending up, some trending down. It's all over the place. But we'll see how things progress. Cowboys, they play their final preseason game versus the Falcons Friday, August 22nd, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And some of the things that I just really want to ask, I really want to know, will more starters be playing in this final game? Yeah, I know everyone's concerned. Oh, I want to see Dak. I want to see CD. I want to see George Pickens. I want to see Malik Hooker and Donovan Wilson. Nothing they've done has told me that they should be starting. I get Jerry paid. I do not care. I need to see those guys because last year they was not looking good. I don't care what PFF says about Malik Hooker. His it was well graded. He did not look good last year. Donovan Wilson can't cover to save his life. So I need to see those guys out in open space playing football. Those are the guys that have not shown me anything that need the reps. Not Dak, CD, and George Pickens or Ferg. Like, I don't care. We've seen those guys play well. they don't need the reps as much as those guys, because if our defense isn't good, especially from the DBs in the back half, we're in trouble. And I also want to see a little bit more of Zion Childress, because if he keeps progressing, put him out as nickel corner and let's go for it. I'm not trying to, no disrespect to Keemon Hall and those other guys. Put Childress in. Put him in. Let's go to Philly. Another question I want to ask: are the Cowboys' decisions on cuts already finalized? Do they already have an idea of who they want? Does this preseason game even matter towards making the roster? Because I know with Mingo injury, kind of opens the wide receiver room to say, okay, maybe we don't have to actually cut a Flournoy or a Holden, or we don't know. It kind of saved them from having to make a very, very difficult decision. Because for me, I need Holden to make this team, but are they going to cut him, or are they going to go with the Jalen Brooks because of special teams? I don't care about none of that. I'm just being honest with you. Brooks has not shown anything for you to take him over Holden. Oh, he's a great guy. I don't care. I do not care. Get you the best players, guys you can use. Winning. Not, oh, I like the guy and he does this on special teams. I get most coaches, you need a guy that can do both. But we would keep bringing in guys like Brooks and what's his name? The other wide receiver. I can't remember his name right now. Where it's like, oh, you're great. Oh, CJ Goodwin. You do this so great. It's not that important. I'm just being real. These guys get roster spots not out of need, but more so because you like these guys and they're good at this one particular thing. But that's all they can do. Why don't you go get guys that can do both, that can play special teams and they're a good player? That's not difficult. You can look and find those guys, but being too comfortable is what really bites the Cowboys in the end. And they play cute. Someone gets picked up, and then now you missed out on a great talent. But then they'll say, oh, but we've had this every single year where we cut a guy, nobody gets them, we're surprised. It doesn't matter. How do you value somebody? Don't play games and then then something happens and the guy's gone. So that's all I'll say about that. Two guys I need to make this team: Holden and James Houston. I'm telling you, those guys got some juice. Especially James Houston on the defensive end. I get it. The DNs are very deep, very deep. But I need to see James Houston on this team. I think he's played well enough to make this team. Cowboys figure it out. Last question: how will this offense look? Will it look better with Joe Milton? If he goes and plays a stinker this game again, and we waste reps that Will Greer needs to be the quarterback too, then it's just gonna be a long game. Because I understood that he was a project, but this preseason endeavor showed me how much of a project he really, really is. This guy's a long way to go if he wants to even be a quarterback too in the NFL. But again, we're going to see more of what's going to happen versus the Falcons Friday, August 22nd. Cowboys Nation, we got a lot going on. Cuts are coming soon. Definitely want to go over and see who's going to make the roster. So we'll definitely break that down, see, and then we're going to have reactions afterwards on, okay, these guys got cut. Who made the team? Deuce Vaughn, will he make the team? Don't know. Will they surprise? Will there be a surprise cut like a Tolbert? I don't think there'll be a Tolbert, or a Mozzie Smith. I don't think they'll cut Mozzie. But is that something? Will we be surprised? Will they cut a Schoonmaker? And we're just like, oh, that's how y'all felt. Or do they cut Miles Sanders? A lot of people think Miles Sanders made this team. We're just gonna have to see. So it's gonna be interesting. Cowboys Nation final preseason game this Friday. man, it's gonna be interesting to see how the Cowboys perform, and man, we gotta get ready for that Philly game. Gotta get ready for Philly. So thank you so much for watching this video. Again, we're talking a lot of Cowboys content, a lot of moving pieces, a lot of things are going on. Oh, and by the way, Jerry, sign Micah. Just stop. Sign Micah. We need him for Philly. So again, thank you for watching this video. My name is Mecca Mike. For all the socials, that is MECCHA Mike. And I'm out.